Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I have brought for you another freebie, and this time it's the retro sunset or sunrise shapes. Now these shapes are actually in the Affinity Designer assets format, so you can use it in Affinity Designer, and along with that I have also provided you 15 different color combination or color schemes for these retro shapes. Now if you are interested in that, let's get started. Now guys, before I show you how you can use these templates, let me show you where you can get it. So this is the Facebook group that I have created, and in order to get these files, these freebies, you need to visit this group. Actually, you need to join this group, and then at the top you will see different buttons, and in the more you will, if you click it, you will find this option called files. So if you just click the files, you'll see different files here that I have already provided. Most of them are actually freebies, so this freebie will also be available here in this file section. You just need to download this text file and open the link, and then download the zip file or the zip folder on your hard drive. So once you extract the files from that zip folder, these two files you will get. The first one is the retro colors. Actually this is the color palettes, 15 color palettes, and the other one is the retro shapes, which is in the Affinity Designer assets format. You need to import it in your Affinity Designer assets panel. Now let me show you how you can use these shapes and these colors. I have already opened up that retro colors file, so you can see that there are 15 palettes, and also I have imported these retro shapes inside my assets folder. Now if you don't know how to import it, you simply need to go to this lines tab, actually lines icon, and then press import assets and select that assets file, and it will be available here. Now you see that all of these are in the same color, and that is because I don't want every one of you to have the same thing. I want you to create your own variation in colors in it, so that you do not get accidentally some kind of copyright strike, and that is why I have chosen to keep it simple. So let's just create a new document. I have already opened a new document, the size of the t-shirt of merch by Amazon. So in order to use these file, I just simply can drag and paste it here in my new document, and in the layers panel you can see that the whole shape is actually in the form of a single curve. It's not separate curves, which means that these divisions that you see there, they are just in there. You cannot select it separately, and I have done it deliberately because I want you to put some work in it to create some variation. And in order to separate it out, if you want to separate these shapes, each and every element, what you can do is just simply select it, right click, go to the geometry and select divide, and in this way each and every shape will be divided in its own on curve. Now if you want to use these colors that I have provided, for example, if I want to use any of these, let's say this sunset style type of thing, so I'll just copy it and paste it here, and then I'm going to select each and every shape and choose the color that I have pasted just in the form of this square shapes. So in the fill tab I'll select this color dropper and choose the first color, and select the next shape and choose the next color. Now one thing that you can see here is that this sun shape has more divisions, but the colors are only 5, and that is because I want you to create some extra colors in it from your own, to have some variations. As I've already said, I don't want you to get any kind of copyright strike accidentally, because somebody else might be using the same asset, same shapes, and if they are using the same exact colors, they might give you some kind of copyright issue. Although I wouldn't say that should be a problem. You can show this video to that authority, whether it's must be Amazon, Redbubble, or any other platform, and show that it's a totally freebie that is provided by this guy. So anyway, just to keep you safe, I have done this. Now I'm going to leave this one as it, and I'm going to select this shape and choose the next color, because in the middle I am going to choose a color between these two things. So just to show you that how you can create a variation in the colors, let me choose this one and select this one, and then again leave this one blank, and then the rest one I'm going to select this brownish color. Okay, now that I have chosen these colors, let's just close this one. I do not need this one. So you can already see that it's looking pretty good. But if I want to make it some kind of like a plain kind of like a gradient style thing, what I can do is that select the one that I have not touched already. So I'm just going to select this one and select the bottom color, choose this one using the hue saturation slider. I'm just going to decrease its saturation, lightness, and maybe increase its saturation just to create slightly variation in it. In the same way, if I choose this one, actually choose this one and select the color and choose this reddish color here. Okay, now what I can do is that I can make this one a little bit lighter. So I'll just bring it something like that and maybe decrease it something like that as well to give it some kind of a variation. And again, I can select this one. If it looks too dark, what I can do is that make it slightly more saturated and less dark, something like that. So guys, you can see that these color palettes are only there to help you get started. They are only going to give you kind of like a starting point in your design. They are not going to help you create the final thing, and this is for your own good. Now this is looking pretty good, and if you want to put some kind of element here, you can put elements here, you can put text around it. I have already created separate videos about that, putting the text around the circle and putting the silhouette on the shapes, creating it kind of like an empty area so that the shirt color or the fabric color appears behind it. So make sure that you check those videos out. Now in the assets panel, this third shape you might see kind of like a weird shape. Let me just group this one and hide this one. So it is only appearing here in the assets panel. It's not any weird shape. So if I just bring it here in our document, this one is a half circle or half sunset style of shape. So it is only appearing in this weird way only in this assets panel. Actually the shape is perfect. Okay, now this is the one way to do it, to color these shapes. Now another way to color these shapes, if you do not want to use these 15, you can say these color palettes, you can also use your own color palettes. And in the previous video on this channel, I have mentioned 5 free tools where you can get beautiful color palettes depending upon different niches, depending upon different themes. So make sure you check that video out, because they have a lot of color palettes available that are totally free to download, and you can use it in your graphics, in your t-shirt design. So guys, that's all for now, and hopefully you have found this freebie to be useful in your t-shirt design business, in your print on demand business. If so, make sure that you like the video. It will help me with the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you want more freebies and more awesome content on this channel, you can subscribe to this channel. It will encourage me to create more content. And if you have any questions regarding this video or any of my previous video, you can simply ask me in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer those questions. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.